What's up, dude? It's going to be a bit hard for me to make this video just because I'm part of it's going to be to express some vulnerable stuff, and to do that to potential strangers on the internet. It's not the easiest thing to do in the world, but it's important to me, so I'm going to give it a shot. So, I mean, I went through a breakup about nearly five, no, sorry, about 3 months ago now. I was with this girl for about 3 months, and this was the first girl I was really with for about 5 years. A long time, right? Had my first girl at 18. Sorry, I was with my first girl from 15 to 18. And then that went horribly. Dated a few girls in between, but really, I didn't open my heart up. I stayed pretty much single for like 5 years until I was in Bali and I met this girl. And yeah, I thought I'd take a risk. I thought I'd, you know, I'd try to open my heart up a little bit and go for it. And I did. And I'm so happy I did. I'm so grateful that I did that. Such a beautiful experience it was. It meant so much to me. Um, it honestly, it just meant so much to be with someone who had been practicing this consciousness stuff, who had been on this self development journey. Because like back home in England, no one's done that. Everyone just wants to get a job and find their partner and settle down in a house together and like or go out drinking and like, so to find someone like that was really nice, honestly, who didn't vape, who didn't drink on the weekends, who didn't do drugs, like, you know. Um and yeah, to just start to slowly open up, be vulnerable, be intimate, and say I love you again and actually mean it. It was beautiful. Um but it also tore me apart in so many fucking ways, dude. It was so difficult in so many ways. Um, but I think I'm starting to learn how to be with your emotions, how to approach that side. Because over this 5 years, like I've been consuming self improvement content. I watched Hamza, Andrew Tate, Andrew Huberman, Chris Williamson, just literally like everyone in the space. Like if you name a self improvement YouTuber, I probably know who they are. Type shit. And read a bunch of books and everything's just in the mind. Intellect, learning, advice, do the right thing, especially when you don't feel like it. Men should be like this, like advice constantly. And it's all correct. It's all good advice, right? To some extent, but it doesn't leave much room for your emotions or your growth, right? So I was pretty still just disconnected with my emotion. I still feel like to some extent I am, and it's part of why I make these videos, because I remember after my first breakup, when I was going through a real fucking tough time, I just remember like I want to help myself, but I just don't know how to yet. I'm gonna make it my mission to fucking figure it out, and then come back and help him. You know, that's kind of what I'm here to do, man. I've learned some shit. I have some stuff to share, so I'm trying to help. I'm still growing. I'm not perfect at all, but I'm here trying to show up for it. So, um, the reason I'm not looking at the camera, by the way, is because I don't want it to feel like I'm recording a video. I just want it to feel like I'm just expressing, just talking, right? Um, so yeah, back to the story. Like, there's just some things that would bug me. We would argue. I would get defensive. She would get angry. We would. It's just like this whole little cycle that would go on and on. And I think deep down, some part of me does just want to just fall into love, Like, the expression fall in love. Like, have you ever actually thought about what that means? Like, you fall in love. You don't feel like such an individual with your great intellect. You just kind of, you're just like, you just don't exist really. It's just love. I think I really do want to do that. I think she was ready to do that as well to some extent. But so many, worrying about my image, my life situation, business, like, oh, what does it mean to be with this kind of girl, that kind of girl, like all these things coming into my head, and just things and beliefs that meant I just still didn't really share my emotions, you know? Like, I'll give you an example. One thing was like, I think she was really ready for a serious, beautiful relationship. And that's really what I thought I wanted. And I kind of went for it. But I hate to admit, I don't think I was. I don't think I could go from 5 years of solitude and heartbreak to being ready to grow a beautiful relationship at that time with my life situation. Um, because I'm just not the kind of guy who's gonna, oh, you know what, fuck business, I don't care what's happening, I'm gonna make this relationship work. Dude, I was in Bali making money online, but enough to live there, but not enough to just not care about business and just chase my feelings. Like, that's not, I'm not that guy. I didn't grow up, I grew up pretty broke, poor family. My mom used to struggle. I can't just throw money to the side and not focus on it. I'll be honest with you. I couldn't do that. I'm not that guy. I'm not that Romeo fucking romantic kind of guy. So, yeah. Um, I think she wanted that. I wasn't ready to deal with that. I really wasn't ready to break those limitations and those fears in the name of love. I don't know, man. But anyway, like, going through that, going towards what I desired, because I really did desire it, it felt so good. I felt so alive. I felt so fresh, revitalized. I was in pain sometimes, but like, feeling pain is better than feeling numb, right? You know what I'm saying? So, if I can give you one takeaway from this, it's gonna be to chase your desires, dude. Like, and I'm not talking about, oh, you desire to go on fucking Instagram and scroll dopamine and watch porn. Like, I don't mean those desires. I mean like something that gets you out of bed in the morning, something that excites you to think about, something where if you think about it, it's impossible to go to sleep. That kind of desire, you know what I mean? Like, something that fucking means something to you. Go after that, dude, because that's what I was doing. And it was so fulfilling. I really loved it in so many ways. Um, and it hurts to move away and let go, but I think that's the right thing. I think that's the next step in chasing my desire, is to let go and focus on business for a little while, focus on sadhana, focus on being with myself, healing myself, improving my relationship with the emotions that come up on a day-to-day basis, and growing. Then trying to find that partner, then trying to find my other half. Like, not that someone else is going to complete me, but the old saying. Because I think it's possible. I think it's tremendously beautiful to grow with someone. Um, like I said, it's just I wasn't at that stage. So, um, yeah, like, please don't get lost in this, like, what's it? It's almost like religious advice, or like, hold off until marriage, like, or self improvement, like, don't cash out yet, keep grinding. Like, it's all good advice. You should take it. You should build yourself up, but like, don't don't make yourself feel guilty for going with your heart. Because, bro, if we take your heart out, if we take that feeling away, you would want to die. You wouldn't want to be alive anymore. I'm telling you, the only reason your soul is on this planet, still in your body, is because the life energy of desire is pulsing through your heart, and like, it wants to express, and it wants to be enjoyed. So if you're just gonna live this like half-assed life of like sitting in your house or your bedroom and resisting and focusing on your career and focusing on your business or praying to God every day, like, and pushing that desire aside, like, it's not gonna work like that, bro. You should work on all those things that I just said. If you have a career, your religion, like whatever you have, go for it. Be sensible, but like, still go after your desires, you know? Funny ass story, dude. I just spoke to my friend. He had a breakup. He had a breakup with a girl he was with for a year. And I called him the other day and he said he's planning an orgy for Halloween. That's different, bro. I personally don't think that's super helpful. I don't think that's chasing your authentic desires. I personally think that's just like chasing dopamine and fucking around for the sake of it, which might not be that bad, but I don't think that's going to help your life in particular. The funny thing is, I was like, what's the ratio? And he was like, the ratio is like 70% guys. And I was like, bro, what the fuck is the? Anyways, I don't think that's going to help you personally. Um, I think that's just more confusing. But like, let's say you've been grinding on your career for the last 3 months straight. Go on a couple fucking dates, bro. Like, you know what I mean? You don't have to marry the girl. Like, you don't have to go to an orgy either. Just like go on a fucking couple days. Just live, explore a little bit. You want to visit Bali, go to Bali. You want to go to Spain, go to Spain. Like, take a weekend off. Like, there was a day in England where I just flew to Sweden for one day because I just wanted to, and it was nice. Just went to Sweden, went there in the morning, got like an e-bike, fucked around in Sweden for a little bit, enjoyed it, and came back in the evening. It was tiring, but it was nice. I felt alive. So yeah, man. Um, just don't keep jacking your emotions up. Just go with what you want to do. So I'll leave it there. Take care, bro. Hope that helps.